Alright, welcome to the speed build and of course a bit of thoughts and review for the 1682 1990 Space Shuttle launch. Yes, this will be one of the oldest sets that I own once I make this, and it will be also one of the last shuttles that I need to make to own basically every shuttle that LEGO makes that looks like the actual space shuttle that we as humans actually made in real life. So yeah, I am excited to make a big video on all of those after I built this. It took me quite a while to get all these pieces together, and I probably have more than enough of these red things by now. I think I got too many, but that's okay. I hope I have all the rest of the pieces at least. And I even got a brand new sticker sheet just for this, because I really wanted to be able to put the stickers on myself for this, because I felt like that would make it special. And yeah, it was one of the only ones that I found on Bricklink, so it is rare to get these, I would assume. It's hard to find old sticker sheets in their full form, so I'm going to open that up real quick, and then we will get to the actual speed build. So yeah, here we go. I gotta open it up very carefully to make sure that I don't cut anything I don't want to cut, of course. So I know there's cardboard in there, but I still just want to be careful, you know. All right. Ooh, yeah, it's in a bag in the cardboard too. Nice. All right. I didn't manage to cut anything I wasn't supposed to, it would seem. Yeah. All right. Why is it just ripping off sides here? Okay, interesting. It's like shrink wrapped around it. Alright, I guess we gotta cut this open here. Let's do a little bit of that. There we go. Alright, let's see how this sticker sheet actually looks now. Ooh, wow. It's in a like plastic sleeve for like a card or something like that, like a identity card or something like that, or maybe a Pokemon card, but not quite like that, I guess. Wow, it's got layers upon layers, but I mean, I'm glad that they did that, because it's very old. This is older than I am, and that's, yeah. So I'm pretty happy with the condition that it's in, and I am yeah, I'm gonna be as very careful as I can to put those on. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it in this this sleeve thing that they put for me, because yeah, that's one of the best packaging I've ever seen for Bricklink, I will say. So good job on them. I'll put the name of the store on screen, because I don't remember what it was, but yeah, thank you to them. Do go check them out if they are still open. But yeah, with that, let's get to it, and then the review. I'm sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so do click them as you please. Here we go. Alright, and it is done. So, I gotta say, I actually really like this this shuttle specifically. I'll talk about the rest of it here in just a sec, but this shuttle is very good. I think this is actually kind of better than some of the other shuttles that we've gotten in, well, I won't say the newer versions, but the other older 1990 shuttles that they've made. This is definitely one of the best, and that's saying something, because it was literally one of the first. But yeah, you can really easily just take off all of the little fuel tanks, and I really love that there's just like a little storage thing in here. You can put the little wrench in there if you want or something, or you can put the wrench with him, I guess. Okay, so something I really like is if you pull the hatches open from the back, it actually has a nice kind of like, I don't know, it's just like this little mechanism that works really well. I can't say as much from the front because there's no hinges on the front, but this back hinge here, where it pushes open the other doors as well, just works so well and it looks so good. And then, of course, there's the satellite arm, the Canada arm, as it were. And I think the Canada arm works well as well. I mean, it's exactly what you would need. It's a full satellite. There's no crazy things going on with the satellite or anything like that. That's probably one of the more lame parts, but at least there's little, you know, something you can do with the satellite. But yeah, I think this shuttle is really cool, and I really like the bay doors. I know that's weird to say, but I think the bay doors work really well for especially a set this old. And I gotta say, there aren't stickers over anything. There are no stickers over multiple pieces or anything like that, so the stickers are perfect. They are really good for such an old set. And that is saying something as well, because some of the other older shuttles, the stickers are just not very good because they failed to do anything good with them, and they just didn't really put the time and the effort into thinking about, oh, what happens if you put a sticker over multiple pieces? Anyway, with that, and before we get to this, while I'm on the topic of stickers, I did miss one of the stickers, it would seem, and I can't for the life of me figure out where this little tiny NASA one goes. I got both of the ones on the wings, and I'm not really sure where the tiny NASA one goes. If you do know, please do let me know, because I would love to be able to put the sticker at where it goes on the set, but I legitimately just can't find it in the instructions, and I don't have the actual instructions, so the digital version is starting to hurt my eyes trying to find that stupid sticker. So I've given up. If you know where it is, please help me out. With that, the rest of this, I also really like this. I mean, it works well. You can take this off and then, you know, take this and put it down to grab the thing, of course, and drag it all the way back up. I'll fast forward through this. Ready? And once it's finally up, you can turn the arm and get it to go right where it needs to go on the shuttle itself, and bada bing, bada boom. And technically speaking, you could do that same action feature with these other rockets because they come off just as easily and just as nicely, I would say. So yeah, you could easily pretend you put those rockets on as well. All the fuel tanks can be assembled to the shuttle before you even get the shuttle to where it needs to go. The only complaint that I have with this set is that the shuttle doesn't have wheels. And that's kind of a minor thing. I know some of the other more modern ones do have wheels, but they did give it a road, so that is a little bit something. I know obviously this thing gets the road, but I gotta downgrade it just a teensy bit because the shuttle doesn't have wheels. But honestly, it's a shuttle launch pad, so you don't really need wheels on the shuttle. It's assuming that it's already on the launch pad, and well, you don't need the wheels for that. But these shuttles did have retractable wheels, so they always did have wheels. Oh, and of course we have to do the regular test that I love to do with shuttles of all sorts, and that is does it stand on its own without any of the stuff that's supposed to come with it? Of course, you gotta take into account that it's meant to stand with this, but can it stand on its own? Can you launch it without the launch pad, as it were? And yes, the answer is yes. It stands up nicely on its own, even with the extra fuel tank. And I think if you take the fuel tank off, it would probably not lean over to this. So let's see, yeah, there we go. Yeah, now if you take the big fuel tank off, it'll stand up straight up. So yeah, points on that for me. I love it when shuttles are able to do that, especially Lego shuttles. And yeah, I gotta say, overall, this build is very good, and I am really impressed with it. I love the play features. I love the overall everything about this. You got the little place to put the shuttle, you got all kinds of storage compartments in the shuttle itself. You got the nice little play features to be able to put the, you know, satellite from this thing over here, and then you can put all the fuel tanks on the shuttle from this thing. And yeah, it's just, I will say also, I realized that I'm supposed to have 2 of these guys. I only have 1, so I'll need to go find another one of these guys, but honestly all I really need to find is the chest piece, because that's probably the most rare thing about these minifigures. Otherwise they're just a blue person with a regular face, and that's about it. And yeah, while I'm on the topic of minifigures, nothing special about the pilot, of course, just transparent windshield and an all-white figure. And that is it. So, the overall impressions of this, I gotta give this, I think, a 5 out of 5. I really like this. I love the stickers where they're used. I don't mind it. There's not that many of them. And for such an old set, the stickers aren't going over any like multiple pieces or anything like that, so they're done well. And it looks good. This build looks nice. It does. This tower looks good, this shuttle looks good, and it's one of the first ones, so that's saying something, honestly. And yeah, I gotta say, this is a 5 out of 5 for me. And the base plate is really cool, the custom road for the base plate. Yeah, good stuff. Really enjoyed this build. It was kind of hard a little bit in some places. I'll say the hardest thing for me to figure out how to do was the little arm over here, right where it connects to the front part of the spaceship here. This little turn point was very hard to figure out from the crappy instructions that I have, of course. Again, I'm using the digital version, so it's hard to see where pieces separate and stuff most of the time. So yeah, got to give it the benefit of the doubt, because I'm sure if I had the normal paper instructions, that probably wouldn't have been a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of ignore that. And yeah, I'm gonna keep this at a 5 out of 5 with just the couple stipulations that I've said. And yeah, for an old build, it's really good and it's really fun, I won't lie. And yeah, with that, thank you all for watching. I am sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so do click them as you please. Let's get on to some more shuttles in some future videos. Thanks again for watching. Mr. HiYodaPanda,